We have Kayla Martel. She's a 2010 Miss Delaware and also a 2011 Miss America finalist. Along with her is Rhonda McCarthy, a women's hair loss specialist. Thank both of you for being here. Now, Kayla, your story is interesting. You went on to be in the Miss America pageant, but at age 11, you started losing your hair.
I did. I started losing my hair in patches. It came out in clumps at the age of 11, and all of a sudden my part started widening, and I started losing my hair before my dad did. I mean, it just seemed like things were a little backwards, and I didn't know what to do about it. I went around bald for quite a long time.
Now that must, at that age, that must be, that's very tough, because you're in almost a teenager, and all the expectations and everything must made it really tough.
Yeah, junior high is tough as it is, I think, and to be a girl, it's tough sometimes. I mean, regardless of what age, and a woman in general, I think, and all of a sudden to have something that nobody could explain to me and nobody could really relate to was a big struggle for me. And so that's why as an adult I've kind of made it my mission to make sure that I get to meet women and let them know that they're not alone going through this.
That's such a great cause, and you have an event coming up tomorrow, and I'd love to hear more about what's going on at the event and what people can learn by coming.
Well, I think our event is really unique in the sense that we set it up to be educational based. What we found nationwide, we did a focus group a few years ago with women, and these women had all varying degrees of hair loss and different ages. And while a lot of their stories were different, one of the things that remained constant was the fact that they didn't know where to go. And they felt like they were alone. Everyone else in their family had hair. They didn't know who to talk to. They kind of felt like they were living in their own little capsule, and they didn't quite know what to do. And let's face it, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry out there. You can't turn on your TV without seeing something about hair replacement. And so our goal was to match people up, women up, with reputable locations that offer all reputable solutions, so that we can identify what their hair loss is, what it's caused by, and find the perfect solution available for them. And that's what Genesis 2 does in this area. And so we found Genesis 2, we checked them out, we vetted them, and now we're hosting the seminar there so that we can educate the women in Syracuse. Okay.
Well, now, Kayla, back to you. When you started doing beauty pageants, you didn't use a wig at first. What was your decision-making process in deciding not to do that?
I competed for a long time, actually, without wearing wigs. I started competing in pageants in high school, and I went without a wig for quite a long time. And I think the picture that they're seeing now is me without my wig. That's what I look like underneath all this gorgeous blonde hair. But actually, when I first was competing without the wig, I was embraced, and people were always so kind about it. But one time a judge actually pulled me aside and said that if I wanted to win or become Miss Delaware, get to Miss America, that I'd have to have hair on my head, because literally to pin the crown to something, you have to have hair on your head. Within most pageant systems, you can't wear the crown without hair to pin it to. So it would be actually impossible to wear the crown. So he was just being very practical. At the time, I was offended and thought that no man could ever understand what I was going through. And I really didn't care for him very much at the time. But as time progressed, I actually understood what he was saying to me, and I gave it some thought, and I tried on some hair. And you know, it's kind of like us women finding a great pair of shoes, like we were talking about earlier, or finding a great dress. It's all about figuring out what you're comfortable in, and I found a piece that I'm comfortable with and still looks like me.
Well, it's so great that you're going to help a lot of people, I think, at this event tomorrow that aren't sure maybe where to turn or what to do. Yeah,
and here's the details. It's a hair loss seminar featuring Kayla. It's tomorrow, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Genesis 2 Hair Replacement Studio. That is on East Taft Road in North Syracuse. For more information or to pre-register, you can call 458-1074. Visit genesishair.com. So Kayla and Rhonda, thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
And coming up next, he fought for a dream and to change this country, celebrating the legacy of Martin Luther King Day with a day of service. A live look coming up next.